We've reviewed dozens of TradingView oscillators, and here we're ranking the 11 most powerful ones from lowest to highest. GMMA Oscillator. Created by Just Uncle L, this Pine script indicator transforms the Guppy multiple moving average system into an oscillator format, measuring the percentage difference between fast and slow GMMA sets. The oscillator concept was originally developed by Leon Wilson, adapting Darrell Guppy's moving average methodology into momentum analysis. The indicator calculates two groups of exponential moving averages, 6 fast EMAs, representing short-term trader activity, and 6 slow EMAs, tracking long-term investor behavior. The oscillator line shows the percentage difference between these groups, while a signal line uses exponential smoothing for crossover signals. Trading signals generate when the oscillator crosses above the signal line for bullish conditions, or below for bearish conditions. The percentage-based calculation normalizes the difference regardless of price level, making it applicable across various instruments and time frames. Background coloring provides visual confirmation of current market bias. The indicator supports anchor time frame functionality, allowing users to apply higher time frame calculations while viewing on lower charts. This multi-time frame capability helps align short-term signals with broader market direction. Smoothing options reduce noise in the oscillator line while maintaining signal integrity. Users can switch between standard Guppy and Super Guppy calculations. It successfully converts the popular GMMA system into oscillator format, providing clearer signal identification through crossover methodology. The anchor timeframe feature adds professional-grade functionality, though the inherent lag from multiple moving averages limits its effectiveness in rapidly changing market conditions. Next up is AI Super Trend Clustering Oscillator. It combines the well-known Super Trend indicator with K-means clustering, a basic machine learning algorithm, to classify market conditions into bullish, neutral, and bearish categories. It calculates multiple super trend lines using different ATR multipliers, defaulting from 1 to 5, and then applies K-means clustering to group these signals based on their relationship to price. On the machine learning side, K-means clustering is an unsupervised algorithm that organizes data points based on similarity. Here, it processes the differences between price and supertrend values, initializing 3 clusters using quartiles as starting points. The algorithm then iterates to refine these clusters, stopping once it reaches an optimal grouping or hits the maximum iteration limit. Despite its AI branding, the machine learning component is relatively simple. K-means does not adapt over time or learn market behaviors in a deep way. It purely identifies natural groupings in the supertrend signals without using predefined thresholds. This makes it more of a dynamic statistical tool rather than an advanced AI system. The indicator visualizes trends through an oscillator display, with blue shades indicating bullish signals and red shades for bearish, where intensity reflects signal strength. While it leverages a legitimate machine learning approach, its predictions are still fundamentally tied to traditional supertrend-based technical analysis, rather than cutting-edge AI forecasting. You can use this indicator alongside price action confirmation for trend-following entries. One approach would be to take long positions when the oscillator shows strong bullish clustering, dark blue, while price is above a key moving average, 100-period EMA for example. Conversely, short positions could be taken when the oscillator turns dark red and price is below the moving average. To refine entries, you could wait for pullbacks into a support-resistance zone before entering, setting stop losses beyond recent swing highs-lows and targeting a 1.5 or 2 times risk. This indicator bridges traditional technical analysis with basic machine learning, offering dynamic signal classification through K-means clustering. While innovative in approach, it doesn't overcome supertrend's fundamental limitations in ranging markets. The AI component adds sophistication without proportional performance gains, suitable for systematic trend followers, but falls short of delivering advanced market intelligence that true AI-powered tools might provide. The Bull-Bear Power Trend Indicator by DreadBlitz measures market strength by comparing bullish and bearish forces. It displays separate bull and bear lines along with histogram confirmation signals and a trend line showing the difference between these forces. This indicator presents trend dynamics through several components: a bull line, green, that stays above zero, a bear line, red, that remains below zero, and key threshold levels at +2 and -2 that mark significant trend strength. Histogram bars appear when trends are confirmed, and the black trend line helps track overall market direction and potential stop-loss points. Effectively distinguishes bullish and bearish forces with clear trend strength cues. Histogram signals offer confirmation, and trend line smoothing adds flexibility. While requiring some experience, it delivers strong trend analysis for entries and position management. The Momentum Bias Index by Algo Alpha is a technical indicator that measures price momentum and bias to identify potential market turning points. It calculates momentum by comparing current price to a historical price point, then normalizes this value using the average range. The indicator separates upward and downward momentum, creating bias values that are smoothed and displayed as colored columns. This creates separate upward and downward momentum components that can be compared to detect potential trend changes. When these components cross specific thresholds, based on standard deviation multipliers, the indicator generates TP, turning point signals. It provides clear visual cues for bias shifts while offering reasonable customization options. However, its multiple parameters create optimization challenges, and the smoothing process introduces potential lag in fast-moving markets. Best suited for intermediate to advanced traders who appreciate comprehensive momentum analysis with visual representation. Volume-based buy and sell momentum by 2TM created by Sion. This indicator combines volume analysis with price rate of change to measure buying and selling momentum based on relative volume changes. The indicator separates price movements into two distinct components based on whether they occur on increasing or decreasing volume. The calculation methodology tracks the cumulative rate of change, ROC, of price, but segments this accumulation based on volume behavior. Visually, the indicator displays the combined momentum line against its moving average, with color-coded fills showing whether current momentum exceeds the average, blue, or falls below it, red. This creates an intuitive visual representation of strength or weakness in the current price movement. Trading strategies using this indicator might focus on momentum confirmation, where traders look for alignment between price direction and the momentum color. In upcoming videos, we'll review a complete strategy featuring this indicator and others mentioned here, so stay tuned. Its strength lies in distinguishing between price movements occurring on increasing versus decreasing volume, which provides deeper insight into the quality of market moves beyond what standard oscillators offer. While relatively simple in design, it captures essential market dynamics that help traders identify sustainable trends versus potential reversals. Created by LuxAlgo, Trend Volume Accumulations Indicator identifies areas of interest based on the relationship between price movement and volume clustering. It scans recent candles using a configurable look-back period, measuring how price and volume interact to highlight zones where accumulation or distribution may be forming. These zones appear as shaded horizontal areas on the chart. The tool maps price levels that historically attracted significant volume during trending conditions. It applies a smoothed interpretation of price data over the selected length to generate cleaner zones, reducing false signals caused by short-term volatility. When price revisits these zones, traders can anticipate potential reactions, either continuation or rejection, based on past activity. The zones are adaptable across multiple timeframes, making them useful for both swing and intraday traders seeking entries aligned with accumulation logic. For example, a price returning to a previous accumulation zone during an uptrend may indicate a bounce opportunity, while repeated touches without follow-through could suggest weakening demand. This indicator doesn't generate direct buy-sell signals. Instead, it complements other strategies, particularly those based on volume profiles, support resistance, or trend continuation. Trend volume accumulations offers a nuanced view of market behavior through historical volume patterns, especially in trending markets. While not a standalone system, it provides a solid foundation for structure-aware strategies when paired with directional tools or price action confirmation. Its strength lies in clarity, not complexity. The Squeeze Momentum Deluxe by Eli Cobra is a trading indicator that analyzes momentum, volatility, and price action. It expands on the original TTM Squeeze by Lazy Bear, incorporating new features for trend following and mean reversion strategies. At its core, the momentum oscillator measures price movement relative to its extremes, normalized for consistency across different assets and timeframes. The oscillator is displayed as a ribbon with a signal line to highlight bullish and bearish momentum shifts. The squeeze bars indicate low volatility periods when Bollinger Bands contract inside the Keltner channel. 3 squeeze intensity levels, low, normal, and high, help assess market pressure. Directional flux measures price volatility and sentiment, with an overflux feature signaling extreme conditions. Confluence gauges at the top and bottom of the chart visualize the interaction between momentum and directional flux. The indicator also detects real-time divergences between price and momentum, helping identify potential trend reversals as they develop. Customization options allow users to adjust sensitivity, trend bias, and signal responsiveness. Alerts cover buy-sell signals, momentum shifts, squeeze conditions, and divergences, ensuring traders stay informed. While comprehensive, the Squeeze Momentum Deluxe is best used alongside other tools for a well-rounded market analysis. This indicator represents a sophisticated evolution of the classic TTM squeeze concept, transforming a simple volatility tool into a comprehensive trading system. The integration of momentum ribbons, directional flux, and confluence visualization creates a rich analytical environment that rewards experienced users. While the learning curve is steep, the depth of market insight justifies the complexity. Absolute Momentum Intensity V1.2 by A Life to Make blends volume-adjusted price action with directional bias to measure momentum strength and transitions. It calculates a custom momentum value by multiplying normalized volume with normalized candle body size, distinguishing bullish or bearish pressure based on candle direction. 3 layered ribbons, each a smooth-moving average of this momentum, represent short, mid, and long-term trends. Background color shifts, signal strength, weakening pressure, or directional change. Users can fine-tune contrast sensitivity to either catch every momentum pulse or filter out weaker signals for more impactful shifts. This tool is ideal for traders wanting to assess not just the presence of momentum, but how it builds or fades over time. A common strategy involves watching for the momentum value to cross above or below the first ribbon, then using ribbon color alignment or divergence signals, automatically detected when price and momentum disagree, for confirmation. Full alignment of all 3 ribbons often marks higher confidence setups. However, since it's built on a custom momentum formula, it may take time to interpret effectively and works best when paired with simpler, familiar tools. Absolute Momentum Intensity provides a rich, layered view of market momentum. It rewards traders who prefer data depth and structured confirmation, but is best used alongside more straightforward tools for full context. The Squeeze Momentum Oscillator by Algo Alpha combines squeeze detection with momentum analysis to identify potential market moves following periods of compressed volatility. The oscillator displays momentum through color-coded histogram bars, alongside a white line representing swing momentum, while simultaneously monitoring market squeezes through calculations of ATR and high-low differences. The indicator features customizable settings for momentum calculation lengths, squeeze detection parameters, and divergence identification. It visually distinguishes between normal squeezes, gray-orange columns, and hyper squeezes, yellow columns, with the latter indicating rapidly increasing compression. The momentum component uses green and red coloring to show bullish and bearish momentum, with intensity varying based on strength. Traders might employ this tool to anticipate breakout opportunities after periods of consolidation, particularly focusing on directional bias from the momentum components. The divergence detection feature adds another analytical layer, highlighting potential reversals when price action and momentum disagree. This indicator earns high marks for combining volatility compression, momentum analysis, and divergence detection in one tool. Offers deeper insight than standard oscillators, highlighting both timing and direction of potential moves. Though complex, its rich visuals reward skilled users, ideal for swing traders targeting range-to-trend transitions. Oscillator Workbench Chart. Created by Lucieff, this comprehensive Pine script indicator transforms multiple oscillators into a unified weighted analysis system for market direction assessment. The workbench combines up to 3 oscillators, 2 built-in selections plus 1 external input, into an aggregate weight that influences price-based moving averages, creating oscillator and divergence channels for market state identification. The indicator calculates normalized weights from selected oscillators by measuring their distance from center lines relative to historical extremes. These weights modify a reference moving average to create a weighted version, with the gap between them forming the oscillator channel. The system identifies 4 market states: bull, bear, strong bull, and strong bear conditions, based on price position relative to reference levels and directional momentum of both lines. The divergence detection engine monitors opposing movements between reference and weighted lines, establishing dynamic channels that capture periods of market indecision or momentum shifts. When divergences occur, the indicator creates temporary zones that track subsequent price behavior until breached, providing early signals for potential trend changes. Relative volume weighting adds another dimension by amplifying oscillator influence during high-volume periods, while customizable capping prevents extreme oscillator readings from distorting the visual scale. Strategy applications include trend continuation signals when both channels align in strong states, reversal identification through divergence channel formations, and momentum confirmation through oscillator channel transitions. The workbench supports various trading approaches, from scalping with short-period settings to swing trading with longer lookbacks. This indicator excels at consolidating multiple technical perspectives into coherent visual feedback through its innovative price chart overlay approach. The dual-channel methodology provides robust confirmation systems, though the divergence detection may produce premature signals during ranging markets. Oscillator Volume Profile. Created by Trendoscope, this indicator combines traditional oscillators with volume profile analysis to reveal where trading activity concentrates at specific oscillator values. Rather than examining price-based volume distribution, it maps volume intensity across oscillator readings, creating a unique perspective on market sentiment and momentum clustering. The indicator supports 9 different oscillators including RSI, CMO, COG, MFI, ROC, CCI, Stochastic, TSI, and Williams %R, allowing traders to analyze volume distribution patterns across various momentum measurements. It calculates volume-weighted data points at each oscillator level, then constructs a horizontal profile showing where the most significant trading activity occurs within the oscillator's range. The visualization extends rightward from the current price action, displaying volume concentrations as horizontal bars of varying lengths. Longer bars indicate higher volume activity at those oscillator levels, revealing where market participants are most active during specific momentum conditions. This creates a heat map effect, showing oscillator levels with the strongest conviction. Traders can identify oscillator levels where volume clustering suggests strong support or resistance for momentum itself. When an oscillator approaches these high-volume zones, it may indicate areas where momentum could stall, reverse, or accelerate based on historical volume patterns. The trend filter option allows focusing on uptrend or downtrend periods exclusively. The indicator offers extensive customization, including oscillator type selection, length parameters for different oscillator calculations, range calculation methods, volume profile length limits, drawing size adjustments, and trend filtering options. Users can fine-tune precision levels and sticky border settings for more refined analysis. The concept of applying volume profile methodology to oscillator readings represents genuine innovation in technical analysis. While it requires sophisticated interpretation skills, it provides valuable insights into where momentum-based trading decisions concentrate, offering a dimensional view that traditional oscillators cannot match. Drop a comment if you have questions about specific settings or workflow. If you haven't seen the Quantum Ribbon Pro or the Backtester tutorial, links to them are in the description.